What would you prefer? $1,000 every month or $12,000 once a year or so? Well, I can tell you what Warren Buffett would say. If you look at Warren Buffett's career, his very early investments were in insurance. Insurance is what we would call today a subscription or recurring revenue based model. Now those terms really weren't around back then, and it just goes to show you how much ahead of his times Buffett really was when he pursued those opportunities. Why are they important? Why do you hear so much about subscription-based models? Why do you hear so much about recurring revenue? Again, it's about the consistency of revenue and the consistency of cash flows. If you are receiving payments from your customers on a periodic and repeatable basis, that is much more desirable than having more project-oriented work where, in essence, every year you've got to go out and find new customers to fill up your different revenue channels. Unlike customer concentration, which if you have it's very difficult to get around, with recurring revenue or subscription revenue versus project-based, it's not necessarily a deal killer or a characteristic that will drop your company's value by 50% or more. This is an area where you really need to understand how the revenues are coming in, if there is repeat business, if there is a need for business, et cetera, et cetera. For example, if you think about certain goods that are consumed during the process, that really wouldn't be a subscription model or a recurring revenue model. However, if you're producing widgets and those widgets get consumed during a specific process that is employed by your customer, that has the feel of a repeat business that is required to be purchased again, as opposed to, for example, a construction project, or in terms of a services firm, perhaps the example is a website. You build a website, that website's going to work for you for the next 3 years. What we would be more interested in is a way to create revenues that had a need to be recreated on a periodic basis. So going back to the marketing firms, yeah, let's do a website, but what would be an important additive to value is to be able to get repeat business from that customer. So on top of the website, maybe there's an opportunity for this firm to offer blog posts. They'll write blog posts for it, or other types of marketing activities. So it's not just the website at the beginning, but you've got a stream of future revenue that's coming in due to the different services that are required, and those services being an ongoing need, not just a one-time need. The bottom line here is that if you have a true recurring revenue or subscription-based business, oftentimes a buyer will value your business based on a multiple of revenue as opposed to a multiple of cash flow. Now, even if it's a lower multiple of revenue, rarely will you be in a circumstance where that will not be a very meaningful increase in value if you are able to prove you're that type of model. If you'd like to learn more about how to grow the value of your business, hit the like and subscribe button. And even though I can't convince my son of that, you actually only need to hit the like button once. So let's just try it once today.